couple things that you will need. This is a beginner ballet class geared toward adults. Obviously, if you're younger, that's fine too, but this is geared toward 16 and up, beginner level. So that could mean that you've never done ballet in your whole entire life, or that could mean you've taken a couple of years off, taken a decade off, taken a couple decades off, and this is your re-intro back into it. Could also be that you are an advanced dancer who wants a little workout at home that's ballet based. Cool? So, encompassing a lot of different things. Thank you so much. Yes, if you have trauma, I would say this class is for you, specifically dance trauma. Ugh, you have no idea how familiar I am with the Nutcracker. Today we will be working on fouetté turns. The whole theme for today's class is fouetté turns, which is a lot of people's favorite. It's very common, you see this one a lot, but it's also one of the most challenging steps in ballet. So, I'm gonna preface this by saying, this is a beginner level class. You shouldn't expect yourself to just be whipping out a bunch of fouettés by the end of this class, but you will know the structure, you'll know how to do it, you'll know which muscle groups you need to access, and you'll know the proper mentality to successfully manage a fouetté, or at least go into a fouetté with good vibes only. Yes? So, you know, I'm not gonna finish class by saying, okay, 32 fouettés, good luck, right? We're in our rooms, I assume you're at home. We're not whipping out a bunch of turns, but we are learning how to do them, yes? So, the vibe is I can excuse racism. Never. Would never, but okay. Ballet, if you're describing the vibe of ballet, there's a lot going on with the dance community as a whole right now, and but that's for another time. You need something elbow height to hold on to. You do not have to be dressed like a ballerina. I was just feeling the vibes today. You need something elbow height to hold on to. It could be a little lower, a little higher, but not too, like, you don't want your arm to be straight, because it'll fuck up your alignment and shit. You need socks that are slick, but not kill yourself slick, okay? Let's not bust bones and do bad stuff today. Cool? Thank you so much. My friend Sam Batcher bought this for Darren and I. Very cool. You could also wear ballet shoes, but sometimes ballet shoes are even more slippery than socks on like wood floors. Can I show you a move? Get ready for this one, keep your eyes open. I killed it, thank you so much. That's called a plie, bitch. That slip made my palms sweat. See? And you don't want that. Do I still have pepper in my teeth? Y'all. I'm sorry. I'll stop looking at my teeth. Okay, where are we at on time? Give me 1 second. I have a clock pulled up on my... I wasn't source fed, yes. Oh my goodness, of course. We are doing a full hour-long ballet class centered, focused around fouetté turns. So I will be using a warm-up that builds you up so that you can know how to do a fouetté turn. And we will talk about spotting, Emily, of course. So get your beautiful, comfortable clothes on, okay? You don't have to be beautiful if you don't want to, it's fine. Just be comfortable. Whatever makes you feel good. Oh my goodness, Thomas, are you the toxic one? Is it you? Just take that question, okay? Because any gender can learn a fouetté turn. I will not be gendering this class, so whatever gender you are, we're doing fouetté turns. Okay, it is 1 minute. It's 1 minute. I'm sorry I just absolutely called you out, Thomas. But at a certain point, you have to recognize, like, which of my views did I grow up with that I no longer need to carry with me, right? It took me a long time. It took me a long time. But, you know, I was just about to go grocery shopping, but now I should do a dance class? It's like, if it's calling you, you know? If I popped up on your FYP and you're like, hang on, I think it's a sign. I think it's a sign. If you're coming here and you're like, I can't do this right now, I'm really busy, I have in my bio, pre-register for next week's class, which is gonna be Sunday, 2:30 to 3:30, and it's on Halloween. So I think we're just gonna dress up. We're gonna wear a spooky little outfit. We're gonna play spooky tunes, and that'll be next week's class. No theme except for Halloween, so. But this week's theme, fouettés. Let's get started. Oh my gosh, you can absolutely do ballet justice at any size that you are. It is a myth. It is a horribly perpetuated myth that you have to be an ideal body type, that you have to have the right feet, the right legs, the right blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Fuck it all. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go. Are we ready? Oh. Oh. Sorry, I'm excited. I love fouettés very much. We will begin in first. First position is your feet turned out. Start with them parallel. Find this rotation on the outside of your hips that goes down to the back of your thighs and then up your booty while keeping your tailbone down. So from the side, I'm just wrapping the outside to the back of my thighs and then up my booty and finding that engagement, and then turn your toes out. Your heels are somewhat together. They do not have to be stuck together. At least that's my method of teaching. We're gonna begin with the hand on the hip. We're gonna do 4 pliés. Now, plié is just bending the legs and straightening the legs. Heifer. We really want to focus on keeping this rotation from the side of the thighs the whole time. Right now, I want you to just bend and straighten your legs without thinking about any muscle group. Bend and stretch, bend and stretch, bend and stretch. You can do a lot of pliés without focusing on a muscle group, right? But I really want you to try now to focus on this outside of the thigh, back of the thigh, up the booty, and now do pliés. Very different experience, right? So I want us to do 4, really connecting to that muscle group. Then we're gonna do relevés. Pressing up, lowering down. We're on the big toe joint and the pinky toe joint. Make sure that you're really pressed evenly. 4 relevés, boop, boop. 4th one, boop. Then we're turning the legs parallel again. Oop, your arm is gonna open out. We're gonna fold forward. Ooh. On the toes, yeah? So what I mean by on the toes is that my weight is literally in my toes. I can bounce my heels a couple times. Oop, I'm getting a phone call. So I can bounce my heels here a little bit. I can shake my head out. You can completely bend your legs if this is more comfortable for you. Okay, you do not have to keep your legs straight. We're gonna roll up really slow. So try and focus on the spine. And then we're turning the legs back out. We're tonduing and we're lowing. Thank you for the swan. Perfect for ballet. We're lowering the foot to second. If your tendu to second isn't looking fucking gorgeous, that's fine. We're just warming up, right? Focusing on the muscles. 4 pliés, boop, in, second. 4 relevés, lifting the pelvis, lowering, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Instead of folding forward, we're going in, like a big yawn. Careful that you're not taking your hips out with you, but that they're still stacked. And then up, and then over. Ooh, keep your inner thighs engaged, and up. And then we're finishing, that's it. 4 pliés, 4 relevés, parallel, forward fold, shake it out. Find what feels good here, okay? Take your eyes off me for a second. Doesn't matter if you're late, doesn't matter if you're not doing it right. Find, like literally close your eyes and find what feels right. Okay, rolling the spine up, turning the feet out, tonduing to second, repeating that in second, but with a stretch in and a stretch away. All right? It is important that you really are finding the muscle groups starting now, okay? Because a fouetté comes off one plie, one leg plie. Okay, so think mainly about that rotation and staying connected to that beautiful rotation. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I'm so excited. I need it a little slower. I can't get it in my big toe. The rise. The rise? Is that what you're talking about? Just make sure that the big toe joint is pressed down. Okay, so not necessarily the big toe, but like this big one. And touch it with your real fingers and press it in and see what that feels like. Yeah? Okay, here we go. Let's start parallel. Okay, find that rotation. Touch yourself. The side of your legs, the back of your legs, up the booty. Rotate, turn out. Beautiful, you're doing great already, I can feel it. Keep that rotation, hand on the hip. 5, 6, 7, 8. Think of rotating. Rotate to stretch. Keep it smooth. And stretch. You might have a smaller plie. Okay? It depends on your Achilles tendon, so just take that stretch. 4 relevés. Up. 1, 2. Lower. Down. Lift from here. Lower. Lift and ground. Lower. 1 more. Lift and ground. Lower. Parallel. Arm opens, forward fold. I'm facing side, you don't have to. Take a deep breath here, close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Plie, melt. Roll it up slow. I feel like that was stunning. Rotate. Tondu. Lower second. Adjust. Make it a little bigger. Make it a little bigger. Here we go. Yeah. And stretch. Activate the muscles. Touch them if that helps you. Push. 2 more. Push. Clear. Push. Relevés. Rise and ground. Lower. Think about it. Rise and ground. Lower. 2 more. Pull up. It's tough. Last one. And lower. Arm opens. We're going in. Like a big yawn. Feel it. Out and away. Go away from your, whatever you're grabbing. Reach. Do I have a hole or am I sweating already? Both. finishing here. I'm sweating already and I have a hole. Oh my gosh, funny. Okay. And that's hip hop. Oh my God. What? What we just did. All right. We're not doing the other side because in my opinion, we just did both. Okay, so we are going into a tendu. If you're just joining us, there's still time. You can start with us right now. Just do like 8 pliés, really focusing on those outside muscles. Okay, I see you. I know you're looking at this thinking, I've missed it. It's already started. I'm too late. No, you're not. We're on the second combination. All right, your hand is still on your hip. We're gonna tendu front, leading with the inside of the thigh. So grab it. I'll give you a second. Your inside of your thigh is leading you forward. We're going half toe, push point, half toe, close first. Again, half toe, push point, half toe, close first. Third time, half toe, push point. We're gonna plie just on that standing leg, rotating open. So we're basically pulling the toe out as we plie. You're stretching that leg, keep the rotation, close in first. Same thing side. Half toe, push point, half toe, close first. This one we're just drawing a line out from first, half toe, close first. Third time, half toe, push point. We're rotating, fondue standing leg. Careful not to dip into this hip and dip into this hip. This hip, you want to think of your pelvis levitating off of your legs. Yeah, obviously it's not gonna like fucking do that, but if you would be shocked at the power of the mind. If you visualize it floating off of your legs, it feels easier than if you think of everything going down. Try both. Tendu side, take your pelvis down when you plie. Okay, now lift it and levitate it off. You can feel a different muscle activation is all I'm gonna say. Okay, and then we're closing first. We're not going side because I don't want to. We're forward folding for 2 in first this time. Yeah, you can still have a bend in the legs here, but make sure they're going side to side, not together and this direction, but really open. If this feels more comfortable for you, yeah, if your hamstrings are tight. We're gonna flat back up, then you're gonna take a soft back bend and return, and then we're gonna find our first balance of the day. Plie, you can do a little push over, but make sure that you're not, knees are going open. Pull up with that pelvis. We're finding our balance. Okay, remember, this class is all about fouettés. So how are we going to find our balance? Is it just by letting go and hoping for the best? No. Before you let go, activate your muscles. Visualize what needs to be rotated, what needs to drive down, what needs to drive up, what needs to be relaxed, and what needs to be held. Before you even try one finger at a time. Okay, until you're really feeling it. There is no rush here, right? I can't see you. I can't see you. Right? You can't even see you. There's probably no mirror right in front of you. So this is why I love this. Okay? We're not obsessed with the aesthetics. We're not obsessed with looking like me. Okay? We're obsessed with how it feels and how we can control how it feels. My legs were cramping. We're holding it for that long. Just hold it as long as you can. Yeah, if your legs start to cramp, please come down and shake them out. Like literally like this. Ooh. Yeah? If you're feeling a leg cramp, relax. Right? We've got a lot of combinations, so we're not trying to go for broke on this first combo. Register for my next class, Lisa. It's in my bio right now. And it'll send you a reminder. Okay. Struggling with strength and balance in my foot. Where should the weight be? Beautiful question. I did mention this in pliés, but the weight, especially in a balance, needs to be on that big toe joint and that pinky toe joint. Use your 2 fingers and press on it right now. And then when you lift the heel, feel how you can, you know what, honestly, bodies are different, I will say that. So my pinky toe joint isn't as pressed as my big toe joint because I have a really short pinky. So my pinky toe is pressed in, but not the pinky toe joint. Okay, so we might have different situations here, but you might feel like you're only on your big toe joint, which is 2 winged, or you're only on your pinky toe joint, which is then sickled. Okay, so just trying to find that beautiful in-between balance of you pushing weight into the full ball of the foot, whatever has surface with the floor. Okay, and then in the same way that your pelvis lifts up off your legs, your ankle lifts up off your toes. It sounds like magic, I swear to God. And sometimes it feels like magic, okay? But I swear to God, if you close your eyes, releve and close your eyes. I know this sounds scary. I'm giving you a second to releve in first and close your eyes. Press your big toe joint and the middle of your ball of your foot so deep into the ground, and then lift your ankle up off of it, squeeze your inner thighs together, and rotate your legs. That's a next level of balance because you're so lifted, and it's mostly in here. Okay, here we go. We're in first, half toe point, half toe close, half toe point, half toe close, half toe point, plie, stretch, close. Same thing side, bending forward, bending back, plie, push over, rise, balance. It's a lot, but it's possible. Here we go. Find your first position already. Give it a moment. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it all out. The hand is coming to the hip. Here we go. Inner smile. 5, 6, 7, 8. Half toe. Push, point. Half toe. Close first. Half toe. Ribs down. Point. Relax the shoulders. Third time. Here we go. Half toe. Push, point. Think of rotating, lifting the pelvis. Stretch. Close first. Good. Side. Half toe. Push, point. Half toe. Close first. Half toe. Push, point. Half toe. Close first. Third time. 1. Keep the rotation in your thigh. Here we go. Both inner thighs rotate. Good. Stretch. Keep them rotated. Close first. Forward fold. Flat back up. Small back up. Up. Plie. Push over. Rise it up. What did I say? Ground down with what you can. Ribs, legs, through the ball of the foot. Lift up out of your ankles, squeeze your inner thighs, lift your pelvis. Find that balance. On your balance, taking a deep breath. And exhale everything out, plie. Love this song. Other side. I know we all know so many people like this. The person that's like prides themselves on being the life of the party and the vibe, but like they're fucking psycho. My ex-boyfriend was this to a T. We don't like talking about him. Okay, here we go, other side. So now we're using the other leg. We're moving over. Oh my goodness, that's so kind of you. I am really sorry that you had a shitty teacher growing up though. Like, I gotta be honest, every time I see a comment that's like, wish I would have had you, I would have stuck with it. It's like, thank you so much, but heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. She was excellent, but also abusive. Right. Right. We don't love that. ¿Por qué no los just one? You know? Okay. What if you're just excellent? Ooh, you're wearing your point shoes. We love a challenge. Okay, here we go. This is actually probably a really decent point class so far. We've done some solid work even in flat shoes. I found that just wearing point shoes for flat classes made me much stronger in point than a point class, if that makes sense. Because you do a lot more stability training, which is just like standing in your point shoe. You would be shocked how difficult it is to just fucking stand flat in point shoes. It's fucked. Okay, here we are on the other side. Find that rotation. Find that lift, round down with the tailbone. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Half. Push. Half toe. Staying lifted here, even though you're freeing up this leg. Nothing should change. Point. Aside from your weight shift. Okay, but try not to let this take you down. Fondue. Single leg, keep this rotation as you stretch. Close first. I think I lost a 4 somewhere in there. Here we go to the side. Top toe, push, point, half toe, close first. Half toe, push, point. Oh, the hand is on the hip. I just took my arm out a second. Half toe, push, point, we're rotating. Standing leg. Beautiful. Keep that rotation as you stretch. First. Good. Arm opens, fold forward. Shake it out. Flat back up. Back bend. You can go a little further if you're feeling it. Up. Here we go. Plie. Push over, roll it. Control. Drive down. Don't let go too quick. What do you need to do? Go through the checklist. Is your hip bones lifted? Is your tailbone dropped? Is your rib cage down? And gorgeous. Okay, I don't really move my chair back and forth. So whatever side you just finished on, we'll start. Oh my God, Ava, you really out here adulting. So proud. Thank you. Do I know you? Why do I feel like I know you in real life? Helping with posture correction. I love that. I'm glad you're working on it. That's a hard one to work on because I'm so tall, I think I like got used to this rounding of the shoulders to not appear so tall, that I'm really working on like just opening my chest. Even though I'm like a ballerina in my regular life, sometimes I get a little, and I'm like, bitch. Okay, we are doing dégagés. So dégagé is just a tendu that's off the floor. We just did tendus, right? So tendu, and then you would just lift it just a touch, yeah? Not too high, not too low, but just a little bit, right? Okay, we're getting into some rond de jambes as well. Rond de jambe means circle of the leg. Let's actually, if you're brand new, keep your hand on your hip. If you are a little knowledgeable about port de bras, we're going to use it. So I'm going to show with port de bras, but if you're stressed, keep your hand on your hip. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to circle the arm, dégagé front. Then rond de jambe, open it outside. Close first. Circle front. Rond de jambe side. Hold, close first. Circle front. Rond de jambe side. I got really excited. I did all the steps in one. Circle front. As I'm rond de jambing side, I'm thinking about my standing leg rotating. Don't let your standing leg go with the other leg as it opens. You want to think about opposition here. Opposition. Your standing leg is more important than the leg that's doing the shit. Okay, so if your hand's on your hip, it just goes front, rond de jambe, close first, front, rond de jambe, close first, front, rond de jambe, close first. We're just doing 4, front, rond de jambe, close first. Then I want you to plie. Everybody's using their port de bras. Bend in, fold forward on a plie, knees open, shake the head, roll it up, and then we're going to do the reverse of that. So plie, take the arm in, plie, open the knees, bend back, and come up. That one might feel a little weird, but you know, that's okay. So front, rond de jambe, close first. I did work at SourceFed. Suddenly I'm just a ballet teacher now. Not just a ballet teacher. I do these every Sunday. You can pre-register for my next class, 2:30 to 3:30 Eastern time, but the pre-register is in my bio. It's Halloween, so we're doing a spooky class. Okay. Are y'all ready? Settle your heart, settle your soul. Just dance a little bit first. Oh, somebody asked what the playlist was. This is my playlist called Feelin' Up. If you search Ava Gordy, it's my playlist called Feeling Up. Here we go, we're in first. We're thinking about opposition. Inside leg, rotate, keep it. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Dégagé front. Rond. Close first. Dégagé front. Rond. Close first. Front. Rond. Close first. Front. Rond. Close first. Bend it. Take it in. Bend it. Fold it forward. Roll it up. Repeating, here we go. Bending, I was a little early. Take it in. Bend it, fold it back. Open the thighs. Come on up. Finish. Sorry. Other side. Are we feeling the opposition? Okay, because like I said, everything is a setup for fouettés. Think about how this, we already did this tendu position. Think about how this is the action in the turn. So really finding that opposition is like important. If you're struggling, let me know. Oh my God, you're finding it. Congratulations, Sleepy Baby Fashion. I am in New York. Yes, ballet teachers are cool. Don't rag on yourself. I immediately recognized it as it was coming out of my mouth. You know, I'm really trying to do that. Where I'm like, am I ragging on myself? Because why? Okay, here we go. Left or right, whichever one you started with or the other one. Deep breath in. Exhale. The hand is down that standing leg. First, plie. Take it over. Now, plie. Fold it forward. Rolling it up. Here we go. Reversing plie. In. Plie, fold it back. Keep your tailbone down. That's hard. Come on up. Finishing. Hit it. Get it. So what I said about back bend there, careful that you're not folding in and then bending back, because that is causing a lot of strain on your lower spine. So make sure that when you're bending back, you're thinking, put the back of your hand right there on your lower tailbone, top of your cheeks area, and bend back. And think about pulling that hand down away from it. Yeah, rather than taking the hand up. Coolsies. Okay, we're doing great. Here we go. We're picking up the pace just to get a little warmer. So this is just going to be 8-8-4-4-2-2-1-1-1-1, which is dégagés from first. We're doing 8 dégagés with the right leg. We're doing 8 dégagés with the left leg. Sorry, we're doing 4. We're doing 4. We're doing 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. This is what I mean by your hips are levitating off of your feet. Yeah, if you genuinely, because I can focus on feeling really heavy in my pelvis, and it makes this motion more difficult to do because my heels are like really in the ground. And I need the room to get them off, okay? If you're struggling with this, that's perfectly fine and totally normal, okay? Because it's like the first time you're doing it, you haven't practiced in a minute, etc., right? But you still have access to this part of your brain that can tell your pelvis to just lift up a little bit, okay? So even if you're struggling, as long as you're connecting with the idea, we're here, we're doing it. Okay, socks, yeah. Socks, I wouldn't with sneakers, unfortunately, just because you don't have a lot of slide, but you can give it a whirl. You can give it a whirl. Socks are sometimes scary, so it's fine. All right, I'm facing my chair for this one. Okay, so I'm thinking about making a box with whatever I'm holding in my hips. And we're gonna start 8 dégagés on the right, and then 8 on the left. 6, 7, 8, right leg goes 1. 6, 7, levitate, left. Levitate 4. 2. 2. Here it is, 1. Finish. All right, we're gonna pick up the pace. That was the slow run. Whew. One more set. Ready, 5, 6, 7, 8, go 1. Squeeze your booty cheeks, squeeze your inside of your thighs. 4, 4, 2, 1. Finish. Sorry, 5 minutes. in timing. Another one of my faves with the knees. Lifting. These are very casual, not retiré-passes or anything like that, but I want you to now think heavy in the hip. This one hip, I want you to think about it driving down as the knee floats up. Ready? Okay? So instead of thinking about taking it up with you, you're thinking about it driving down as your knee drives up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep them bent. And then we're doing front, which is a hacky sack move. Same deal where my hip is driving down, but I'm thinking about my inner thigh leading me up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I want you to do a lunge of your choice, whether that's I'm grabbing something and I'm doing a little lunge action, just stretching out the hip flexor but keeping it a little active, or no arms. What I don't want is like a fully into the ground, because it's going to be counterintuitive. We want you to keep warm and not stretch out and lose that warm muscle that we're building. Cool? So, lifting the knees, 8 times side, 8 times front. Here we go. Driving the hips down, arms or whatever. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5. Keep thinking about open. 6, 7, 8. Front. 1, 2, 3. I always like doing this. All right, now option to extend it. Kick it. Option. You can do the knees one more time. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna face 5 because I don't have. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Still thinking about it. Drop it down. 6, 7, 8. To the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, going into our lunges. Keep it active. Either one hand, 2 hands lightly, or no hands. A little rock. Breathe. Think about stacking your hips. Try not to sink this one down. Switch. Hips. Check them out. Check out the ribs as it pops. Good. All right. Release it. Jam it out. Sorry. Why are my glutes burning? That's rotation. That's turnout. That's good. That's good, honestly. I mean, to a certain extent, you can try and think about taking it into your core. If you're ever feeling like one muscle group is getting extremely fatigued, I'm telling you, it's magic. Set your intention on a different part. It's most likely that that part will still keep working. Okay, maybe not to its fullest capacity, but it'll get the job done while you focus on something else so that it's not fatiguing that specific muscle. I believe in the power of the brain. That's what I refer to as mind-body connection. So if you ever see me explain anything like that, that's what I mean. Really connected here. Oh, I don't have to move this. We don't do anything that requires that. So. retirés. We're getting into higher legs here. Okay, that's why we just warmed up those développés. Okay, and now we're getting into the real nitty-gritty of a fouetté. So we've gone over a lot of the bases, right? Keeping rotation, opposition, yes, focusing on the muscle group that needs to activate for the move. Okay, so keep all of these in mind, yes? We start in fifth, okay? Fifth is more difficult and more challenging than first, in my personal opinion. So keep this rotation, put your hands here, put them here, lift that foot, change nothing about the where the hand moves, and close it in the front. Big heel touches the toe. You might have to get it all in, which maybe is a bad idea, but fifth is just hard, dude. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're up here on 7 and holds on 8. We retiré. Up the leg, drawing a line. Uh-oh. This is maybe where my skirt is gonna do me dirty. We retiré. We hold for a moment. Close fifth. Up the leg, we retiré. We hold. Close fifth. Third time, we retiré. We tendu front. Rotating fondue. We rond de jambe side. We close fifth front. 8. To do it again. Retiré. Hold. Close fifth. Make this quick. Retiré. Hold. Close fifth. Third time. Retiré. Hold. Fondue melt. Opposition as you rond de jambe side. Close fifth. Okay? Why aren't we doing anything to the back, truly? Thank you so much, Patricia. This whole bar was for fouettés, yeah. I do things to the back. Maybe I'll do an arabesque week. We could do an arabesque turn. That'd be cute. Okay, so. Retiré, hold, close fifth. Retiré, hold, close fifth. Retiré, hold, melt. Rond de jambe opposition, close. It's faster. So really, get it there. Here we go. 5, 6, arm build. 7, 8. Retiré, hold, close. Retiré, hold, close. Third time. Fondue. Rond de jambe. Repeat. Hold. 2. Hold. Third. Fondue. Before we go to the other side, I think I want to do this side one more time. Because now you got the hang of it, you know what I mean? It was jarring at first. And if you're thinking, Ava, I didn't get the hang of it, you're lying. That's okay. Okay, yes, it's fast, and yes, it's fucking hard. If you were here at the beginning of class, I said this is one of the hardest steps in ballet, a fouetté. So learning the basics of the step doesn't make it any less hard. Yeah, these are all the things that you need to know, and your body needs to know, and your muscles need to know in order to do a fouetté, which is the hardest step. So of course the shit we're working on is gonna be fucking hard. It's gonna be like, oh my God, we gotta do the other side. Okay. This song is called Vampire by Dominic Fike. We're gonna do one more time, and here's what I want you to do. That last time you rond de jambe, I want you to pick up the foot from here to a retiré, flat, find your balance. If you're feeling like my flat balance is really fucking stable right now, lift the leg, find the relevé. Optional. Okay? We're gonna hold it for like 2 8 counts. So if you need to come down, take a moment, take a breather, come back up, please, more than welcome to. Okay. Just one set this time. Fifth position. 5, 6, 7, 8. Finish. Other side. We're gonna do 2 sets and then take a pause. Ready? Find that other leg foot front. The other arm is going up. Yes. Sorry, that was bothering me. Here we go. 5, 6, arm goes. 7, 8, go. 1, hold. 2, hold. 3, down. Opposition. Close. 1, hold. 2, hold. 3, down. Inside leg. Inside leg. Finish. Breather. Shake out the supporting leg. Breather, bitch. Shake it out. 1 more set. This time, finish in that drop the knee, lift the knee. Drop the hip, lift the knee. Find that flat balance. Take it up to releve if you can. You're feeling it. No pressure. Breathe. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, go. 1, up, 2, up, 3, melt, rotate, retirate, let go. If you're feeling it, press it up to relevant. Last 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Suzu. Finish. I will say, user 482111495. We're pretty far into class. So if you jumped out of bed and you started with us right now, you could get hurt. Okay, bar. One more thing. My ankles are so weak. Uh-oh. It's okay. It takes time to build back into it, yeah? Don't beat yourself up. Oh my God, a bunch of people said they just jumped out of bed. Okay, well at least you just came from the gym. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, we're pressing up to releve now, and we're lifting the leg. I know I just said we were lifting the legs, but we're doing a very similar combination now with lifting the legs. Okay, lifting the legs is different for every individual, so you do not have to lift it to my height. I want you to lift it to the height that feels like, yeah, like this is challenging for me, but I'm like doing it. Okay, don't lift it any higher than that. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going retire 1, hold 2, plie front off the floor, plie side, rotate the standing leg, retire, close, 5th. So retire 1, hold 2, plie, opposition, rotate. Keep the standing leg on plie as you run a jambe side, rotate this leg, lift it to retire, close 5th. I gotta say, it's fucking hard, okay? Single leg. We are on one leg the whole time, okay? So it's very common for this to feel fatigued, for this to shake. Welcome it. Don't push yourself away from it as something you can't do. Yes, if you're shaking, take a minute. Just be like, okay. And then get back into wherever you were. Or shake through it, live in it until the very end, yeah? Whatever you're feeling today, go based on your feelings. Don't judge yourself if you're not feeling like I can push through any fatigue right now, okay? I'm sweating. Yes, rotate the standing leg toward the bar. This is so important. So your front to rond de jambe side, the most common thing I see is that people take the standing leg with this leg, and then your knee's fucked up, your ankle's fucked up, and your hip is fucked up. and then they try and press up to a releve from there, and then they try and do a turn from there. You know what I mean? And it's like all bets are off, right? So from front, you want to think about rotating this leg as much as this leg. You know, we're all so obsessed with the turnout of this standing leg, of this working leg, sorry, that we forget that the standing leg is involved, right? So both rotate, press up, find that balance. Okay, here we go. Oh my God. It's tough. Yeah, this might be one of my toughest classes. I feel like more fatigued than after my classes in the past. So if you're like you take my classes a lot and you're like, what the it's okay. This is so hard, and it's okay to acknowledge it. Or if this is your first class with me, you're like, beginner ballet, my ass. Okay. Here we go. 5, 6, arm goes up. 7, 8. Rest your grip. 1, hold, 2, plie, melt, rotate, standing leg. Rest your wrist, sharp, close, step. Take a minute. Here we go, one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. Rest your grip. 1, melt, forward, standing leg. Rest your grip. Ooh, I didn't stay on plie. I won't make you do it again for my mistake. Take to the other side. Practice it once. Here's your mark. Right to right. 1, hold, 2, plie, rotate. Hold, plie, rotate. Hold, up. Yeah? Here we go. 5, 6, 7. Right to right. Melt. Rotate. Short. Take a second. I'm sweating. 5, 6, 7. Here we go. Sharp. Melt. Knee, thigh, rotate. Sharp. Good. Y'all, I gotta be honest, it just gets harder. We're amping it up. So it's gonna be faster and it's gonna be harder because it's faster. We have still options. You can keep everything flat. You don't have to do a single releve, right? Or you can do this on releve. Choices, options. So, am I okay? I don't think I'm okay. Plie, releve, retiré. 1, hold, 2. Front, side, releve, hold. Front, side, releve, hold. One more. Front, side, releve, hold. Option to find balance. Susu, finish. Seven, 8. You would go up 1. This is flat version. Front, side, up. Front, side, up. Third time. Front, side, up. Hold, close, finish. Can we do PKs or something? Right. Oh, I kept my standing leg rotated, but my torso is rotating. I mean, you just identified the problem, right? This is what I do with all my private clients. I'm like, what do you think felt awry? And like, you would be shocked at how, not easily, but how much you can convince yourself that you can make the changes to do it differently next time. Does that make sense? So if you know that your torso was rotating, like here, you were rotating this leg, but the torso was separating from it, right? Think of your ribs and your pelvis as one box, one unit. Hold underneath your pectoral muscle and your hip low. So not high, but on that hip. Rotate the standing leg and feel like you're pulling that together. That's the box that you need in order to get up to a releve and up to on balance, right? The more straight you are, the more on balance you are. Don't take that one out of context. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Next week is just Halloween themed, y'all, so we're just gonna bop around to some spooky tunes. This was a tough one, but I had so many requests for it because it's such a popular step that I wanted to make sure we did it. Okay. Here's the timer. Releve 1. Front, side, up. Front, side, up. Front, side, up. Pull. Closing. Finish. Recognize it now. Say it's fast. Do you need to go as fast as me? No? I can't see you. I'll keep the music playing a little longer. Take the time you need to take. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Front, side, up. Front, side, up. Front, side, up. Hold it. Wipe that side from your memory. Different side. Different side. We have another chance. Mark it for yourself. Up, 1. Down with the hip. Down with the hip. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Front, side, up. Front, side, up. Front, side, up. Let it go. Susu. Finish. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, I didn't keep the music going. You're hitting it. You're still going and you're hitting it. Okay. You're working a little lower than I used to, but it feels great to be moving. Oh my God. My favorite type of person can recognize and then accept and take to a positive place. If you're not there yet, if you're really struggling, this is one of those classes, and I don't mean to point this out, I don't feel any type of way, but this has been one of those classes where attendance has dropped as class has gone on. Which is something just to recognize, that it's really difficult to continue moving when things get really difficult, when things challenge you. And I don't take it offensively by any means if people need to leave, but it's just interesting to think about that it is really hard to accept where you are. It is really hard to move with grace and just allow yourself to make mistakes, to struggle, and it's just a beautiful thing that you are here. Thank you so much for being here, and thank yourself for being here. Genuinely. Okay. We did both sides. Oh my God. What the fuck? We did it. Now, the chair is going away. Goodbye. We're only doing one thing in the center today. That's why we were at the bar for so long, because this is a step that fucking needs the bar introduction. It needs it. So, the only thing I want us to do in center is essentially that bar combination. Front, deeper side, and then I want you to just pivot. Close fifth. Quarter turn. Okay, so this is just lifting the heel and turning. I'm turning to my right. I'm turning the way my leg is going. That's why we worked so much on opposition, was because I don't want you to get carried away, try to pivot first, and then come to your position. Right, we're going retiré, plie front, open side, stretch the leg, pivot, close fifth. Okay? Now, if you're feeling a little more advanced, you're feeling like you want to pick up the spot a little bit, you can go 1, 2, 3, releve half turn. I wouldn't recommend doing a releve quarter turn, just because it's like counterintuitive, it feels like. And then you would start back. Plie, releve, quarter turn, closing in front. Try to find your like susu before you close. I mean, try and hold, obviously sustain your balance, but it'll be tough. Do 4. So we're all doing 4. Either you're doing 4 releve half turns, or you're doing 4 pivots to each of your sides. Does this make sense? We're always using the right leg. Okay? Always using the right leg, turning toward our right. Where is the momentum coming from? Leg or torso? Oh, all of it. All of it. Fucking all of it. First of all, your arm is pretty important. Your arm and your chest. From here, your opening side. I want you to think, visualize it right now, open second, and just pivot and think about somebody pushing your arm closed. I bet you activated that a little differently this time, right? So think about that activation. I'm not playing, that's taking me around. That feels like it's fucking doing the job. Okay, when I really visualize it, right? But that can bring along everything. Think like someone's pushing you back. Yes? Okay, here we go. We're gonna do it not as fast as that last one. Oh my God, Darren! Let's use Darren. He's upstairs. Open, pivot, close, this is timing. Red to your right. Plie, front, side, pivot, close it. Okay? Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, red to your right. Front, rotate, stretch. Close it. Red to your right. Plie front. Run, pivot. Close it. Red to your right. Front, side, pivot. Close it. Ooh, red to your right. Front, side, pivot. Close it.
I don't know what last place feels like. New place, new life. Self-help on site. More friends, higher.
We're going left. The other leg is in front. You are picking up the left heel, pivoting. Remember, rotate, standing leg. Even though you're pivoting, you're not pivoting and losing rotation back here. I'm watching.
I love that.
Okay, here we go left.
I love that.
That was very threatening.
I love that for a reason. I don't know what you need to figure out. I'm so cool already figured it out.
5, 6, 7, 8, hit it, 1.
Get my shirt stuck in. I don't
Front,
give a fuck what you
side,
think.
pivot.
I have so much to be confident.
Close. And 1.
So many useful skills.
Front, side,
I didn't even go to college. So much knowledge.
and up.
I love that for me.
Caballero. Also, be honest. What are we struggling with? Is it our weight? Is it our weight? Are you falling backwards? I just have a sneaking suspicion. Did you fall backwards? Here's what I want. When you take your leg forward, don't let your chest pull backward. Pull backward even more, and then try and pivot from here. Right? Think about, from the side, someone supporting you. We're going very ghost. There's a ghost, okay? The ghost is supporting. Is this the spooky lesson? The ghost is supporting you here. When your leg goes forward, you go straight down. When the leg goes side, you press those hands into the back. As you go up, these hands pull straight up. Okay? These are Sundays, 2:30 to 3:30. This just happened to be a bad Sunday for me, so I switched it. The registration is in my bio. Okay. How are we doing? Space. I do apologize. I do apologize. I'm trying to figure out how this would be beneficial for you in your space. I guess it would just take doing a little shift after every single one, which I do apologize. This is not very space friendly. Okay. Literally what I want us to do now, I'm just gonna play a song and I want you to just experiment at this point, because you know what you've been able to obtain from the beginning of class to this point in time. And I want you to just try one half turn, maybe that's your limit. Maybe try one where you just press up to releve and you try and hold, or block it. Front, side, give it a whirl. Maybe it's just low in croupier. If you need momentum, I don't typically recommend this method, but you can whip around from fourth and go to front. This is probably only if you kind of know the mechanics, but it doesn't matter what it looks like. I just want you to try it. So, here we go. Pick a side. You can do it with me or whatever. Up. Front side. Take it up. Try and find front quickly. Try and find front with your head again. Don't get caught up in what's over here. Try and find front again. Okay? Here we go. My socks are quite slippery actually. Go the other way. Try the other foot. I did a little Russian back front. Moved on my line. No force that time. Okay, think about someone pushing your arm closed. Just have fun. Have fun. Try and do 2 in a row, maybe. Maybe you're getting it, and you want to go front, side, up. Front, side, up. Maybe. Okay, if you're not there, all good. Just try some quarter turns. Pivot. You don't even have to press up to releve, just try to pivot. 2 in a row on the other side, maybe. Here we go. I don't even know what these are looking like, but who cares? I'm keeping it low because I don't have a lot of space either. If I really tried a full fouetté, I'd pick a bunch of shit. Other side. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways to start. Obviously, you can keep doing this one and try to do a turn from there. But also, all I'm doing is from fourth, I'm flipping to front, and then I'm starting a turn. But that's actually pretty challenging to do, so it's tough because there's a certain element of, you know, I want you to try things. Like the most beautiful, heartwarming thing ever is like seeing a kid copying after a like prima ballerina in the hallway. It's like, that's your sense of play. That's your inner child, literally. It's just like, maybe I could try that. Maybe I could try that. But if it's really difficult for you, know that this is a really challenging step that takes years and years of patience and practice, right? So that's why it's just like, let's just play. If you're not figuring out exactly that preparation, we're just starting from low and going into it, yeah? And maybe you don't get a full turn, but you are still here, right? You are still here. So it's the same as what we've just been marking. From front, you plie side, and you press up to releve, straighten your leg, and lift that leg to retiré. I'm just not doing full retiré in here. I don't have space, unfortunately. Okay, the turn, like before the turn or once you start. It's all happening at once. That's the really tough thing. I don't want you to think of one happening and then the other, because I want you to think about activating your releve, going straight up, straight down, and turning, both at the same time. It's tough when you don't have momentum, right? If you're just starting from this plie, it's really hard to get a full turn into it. But I'm really just, I'm not even fucking caring about my arms, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, I hope we've gotten play. We've gotten enough play. Let's just do bow of choice, whether that's traditional hand or a beautiful curtsy. Thank you so much. Thank yourself. Find a mirror. Find a mirror. I'll give you a second. Find a mirror. Look yourself dead in the fucking eyes. Look at yourself in the eyes. Find a mirror. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Looking right into your eyes. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Thank yourself. Mean it. I'm proud of you. Thank you so much. I have my next class in my bio for you to register for. It'll be Halloween, so we'll just be having a spooky old time. It'll be Sunday. I also have a Venmo donation page, which is my full name, no underscore, just Ava Gordy, and it's a business page. Thank you so much for being here. I'm very proud of you, and I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.